is the Derek O'Shea Show. Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia all have implemented states of emergency, allowing state governments to activate the National Guard as needed and help streamline the cooperation between state and local officials. Amid gas shortages due to the Colonial Pipeline shutdown and also some panic buying going on around, I saw videos of people putting gas in plastic freaking bags and then tying them up and then putting them in the back of their car. That is not the way to do it, people, okay? But I love my Southerners, you know. Can't take the redneck out of me, man. I almost applauded it when I saw them putting it in their bags. I was like, that is incredible. Israel Defense Forces, IDF, launches a series of surgical strikes against Hamas targets inside the Gaza on Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning after the Palestinian terrorists fired hundreds of rockets into Israel, as this situation is not slowing down. It's only heating up. It's heating up. Hamas confirms several top official commanders killed in Israel airstrikes, including the highest-ranking Gaza division commander. The Israel military also trolled them online, Hamas and everyone else online, and I had to see it to believe it, saying our fighter jets with the ISA neutralized key figures of Hamas intelligence. Hassan Khayogi, head of the Hamas Military Intelligence Security Department, which they did confirm they did kill, and his deputy, Wahal Issa, head of Military Intelligence Department, they tweeted, and then they said, looks like our intel was better. My goodness. You know, but that's okay for Twitter to have that online. It's okay for these two forces to, you know, do this back and forth online. But, you know, if you say something negative about COVID-19 or Dr. Fauci, you're going to get a timeout, mister. Israel vows more Gaza attacks to bring, and I quote, total long-term quiet, which I just love that. That just sounds so brutal. We will give the total long-term quiet. After UN warned it's hurling towards full-scale war. What do you call this? Just firing rockets back and forth? It's just a little spat. Just a little playground fight. Is that what you want to call it? God. Protests in New York City, D.C., and Minnesota and Portland last night erupted too over this matter. Those videos are so weird, seeing people protesting against Israel and America, and you're just like, you live in America. If you care about Palestine so much, go there. Former President Mohammed Ahmadinejad has announced his candidacy for Iran's June elections. The foreign policy hardliner is known for his verbal attacks against the West and Israel, which he'll be totally allowed to be on Twitter, and thank God. You know, the Middle East is heating up. It's almost like it's because of Biden. You mean strong leadership de-escalates war, weak leadership encourages war? No, that can't be it. The largest consumer price index, CPI, which measured the overall inflation of the U.S. dollar, rose to 0.8% in April, capping off the largest 12-month jump in prices since the period ending September 2008 after the beginning of the Great Recession. Great, so we're on par with the Great Recession. That makes me feel a whole of a hell of a lot better. My God. Inflation is coming. You should be prepared for that. And however you look for to be prepared. So to say it's not, you're just not following the news. And that's why I have friends that don't watch any news, and they're like, I feel like my grocery bill is bigger. I'm like, yeah, it is bigger. And why can't afford cars anymore? Oh, okay. The Queen of England announces British voter ID policy, which I reported on the other day. And the Washington Post rushes to mock conservatives and accuse monarchy of racism. I told you they would do that crap. I told you. I knew they would start calling her a racist over that. That's literally the funniest thing I've ever heard. GOP votes to dump Liz Cheney from leadership. As she gets the boot, she goes out saying, "I will do everything I can to ensure that the former President Trump will never, ever get anywhere near the Oval Office." And that's why you got the boot. Yes, you are such a leader amongst the Republicans. Just go to Democrat. Just do it. You know you want to. Elon Musk's SNL appearance boosts ratings to more than 7 million, making it the third most popular episode of the season. I'm surprised it's not the number one most episode. I don't think I watched other episodes. It shows you when you invite a guest who doesn't fit necessarily the narrative of what's going on, people are interested. Wow. It's almost like art requires some controversy amongst it, so it's worth watching. Interesting. 15-year-old female carjacker, the one in D.C. that killed the Uber Eats driver, takes a guilty plea and faces up to 6 years in prison for the killing. I don't think that's long enough. Mom slammed Kmart. This is so funny. Mom slammed Kmart for gender stereotypes in their kids' clothing, and they range from saying love on girls' shirts and adventure for boys' shirts. I am outraged. I would never. Just get the shirt from the boys' side and put it on your daughter's. I mean, what? I think people like to they're just so sensitive and they're over outraged and everything they do. You can't just go to the boys' side and put the boys' shirt on because why? My daughter's a female and she needs female representation. She can't just have a boy shirt on. She has to, or my son needs to have a girl shirt on. That's just, he won't feel like a girl except he's wearing love on his shirt. It's so ridiculous. McDonald's will redesign its coffee cups to promote COVID-19 vaccine and assist in the White House push to get more people vaccinated. Thanks, McDonald's. There's nothing like getting an Egg McMuffin and looking at my coffee cup telling me to go get vaccinated. I don't care. And you can shove it in my face all you want, but McDonald's doesn't make me want to get a vaccination. It makes me want to do the opposite. Here's a place that doesn't really do healthy food, and you're probably not being healthy eating here, but you should get a vaccination. Okay. Ellen DeGeneres, this just came out, this is breaking news, to end talk show in 2022 amid the crisis of her show and her dangerous bullying tactics, which is probably absolutely nothing. There's just probably a bunch of people on there that just, like the Kmart moms, overly offended. It's like, oh my God, you asked me to come into work more than 40 hours? Unbelievable. This is just an outrage. You are such a bully. And today in history, in 1780, Americans suffer the worst defeat in the Revolution at Charleston, South Carolina. Dang you, Britain. We'll come back and get you. I swear it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Not much news besides the gas and Israel coming out. That's those two big stories. I'm going to keep an eye on those a little longer. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Be sure to share this with all your friends and family. Let them know about the Derek O'Shea Show. Let them know about a little bit of news, a little bit of LOLs, a little bit of whatever in your life. But share this news. Put it on every social media platform. Tell your friends and family about it. It's the only way we'll grow. And I appreciate you guys to do that. Have a fantastic day. As always, I'll see you